Hello and welcome to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel and turn notifications on so that you can get the notification about my new tutorials.
So welcome back in part 2. So what we are going to do over here is we are going to go to client machine. As I stated earlier, this file is downloaded. I'm going to extract it. This is harmless malicious file designed to do these kind of testings just to simulate the attack. It will not harm your machines, by the way, and the password is infected over here. Okay, right click on this, done as administrator. More info, run anyway, and just wait for this to execute. Let's open our Kaspersky Endpoint security for Windows over here. Okay, the time it's 11:22, for example, when we have run this, and we'll verify the logs in our reports of Kaspersky Endpoint security for Windows. I'm over here in more tools, reports, and if you come over here in exploit prevention, you can see that malicious object detected. Look at the time, 11:22 when we executed. If we go to behavior analysis, nothing is there. Post intrusion prevention, you can see these samples over here. If you want, you can run it again and you will see similar results added over here. So we can do it one more time just to make sure that we have data populated. We should be able to see two entries for the same kind of a thing over there. Let's see now. Two set of entries should be there for us. And you can see now we have some more blocked things. Now let's switch back to server. But before that, what I wanted to show you is if I go to my Internet Edge browser, I come over here, or let's say if I look at CMD, I'm able to ping Google and I can open my google.com over here. Why I'm showing you this is because we are going to isolate this machine from Kaspersky Security Center, right? So you should be able to browse before that. And afterwards, what we are going to do is we are going to come over here, go to our reports, report on threats, which we just created. I mean, it was there, we just amended a bit. And you can see now I have two entries of our attacks. And if I go to details, I can see there are two entries available over here. Let's click on view incident card, which is very important part of it. Now, if you see over here, I have option to isolate device from the network, right? And if you look over here, I have MD5 hash, okay, and some other details. If I click on this particular file, it will take me to Kaspersky website, open open tab, and you see that this file, report for hash, there's no data found and there is nothing reported. So it seems like it's a new file and it is stating as good and clean, but on the other hand, we have detected it. Now we have possibility to isolate this device from the network. We have this possibility over here. Just one thing which you need to understand in your device policies, one thing which is something required for you, that you have capability to tweak certain settings inside application. You can change isolation general, and you can say automatically disable a network isolation after 30 minutes. For me, I'm just changing it to 5 for my lab purpose. It will automatically disable my isolation from that machine. Currently, just bear in mind, we have not isolated this machine. Let's do this. We go over here, report on threats. Let's go over here, send card. Let's isolate this device from the network. And because my policy states to show it to end user, let's go to client machine, and you can see now Kaspersky Endpoint agent has isolated the client 01 at this time. Please contact your security officer, network profile applied, and so on and so forth. Now let's try to browse Google again. Now I cannot. Let's try to ping. And you see now, and if I try to ping Facebook.com, nothing is working for me. Good. So this machine is isolated from the network. Now let's go back. Next part is you can create a task for specific files which you have detected over here. You can simply create an IOC task. Isolate device from the network if this is identified anywhere, and quarantine and delete. And over here you can choose or and options, which should, both the conditions should match or one of them should match. Create a task. As soon as you create a task, you will see that the task is created under your tasks with the name IOC, scan from incident, and you can basically run this task also. Okay, this task will run and do its job, which is basically required. The other part, what you can do is you can come back over there in the reports, and you can create the policy so the next time this file should not be able to execute, which we are going to do after this task part is done. So it is running, but let's go over here, figure out if any of the machines have been found with it. You go to results and you see that it is running on the devices. Let's refresh. Click on device history and you can see the task is still running. So once this task is completed, we will see some results over here. So if you see over here in this task now, we have got completed with warning, and if we go to results, you can see there is a severity indicator of compromise were found. If I go click on this details, I'll be able to see which machine it has got this file and the details related to that particular thing where this file is being identified. So we have our indicator found. Okay, and if we go to general, we have this option, results. We can see over here, you can check your settings, application settings, so on, so forth, schedules, and so on and so forth over here. But currently, let's go back over here. We should have a tag also created under this device tags. It will take little time sometimes to show this tag over here, but you should be able to see a tag, network isolation tag appearing over here also. So this sometimes take little time to show you, and if you go to your devices also, you will be able to find that tag appearing in here once the tagging is done. It takes sometimes little time to appear over here. So if you come over here in tags, as I said, you should be able to see your tags appearing over here. And now you can see that isolated from network. If you click on view devices, you will see the device name, which is isolated. So you should be able to see over here. But currently, because my policy was 5 minutes, you are not able to see because 5 minutes have already passed when I was doing this testing and all. So my device has come out of isolation automatically. But you should be able to see your devices listed over here if you have more than 5 minutes for your timing. And moreover, as I said, you should be able to see that this device has that tag already assigned to it over here also. Okay, and if you go back now, because this is untagged now, you can go to client machine and try to access your internet. Now you see, because it is untagged automatically because of my 5 minutes auto remove from the isolation, you can access your internet too. Now the next part is to configure your policy so that next time this file cannot be executed. You can do it from here, but the easiest and the proper way to do is go to reports, come over here, report on threats, click on details, go to report card, click on file drops, select those files, and you can create a task over here. Apart from that, you have option to create prevent exclusion over here. So this exclusion is preventive exclusion. So you can create preventive exclusion. So what it will do, it will create an entry in your policy to not allow this file to execute. You go to your devices, go to profile and policies, policies and profiles, go to endpoint agent policy, go to application settings, go to exclusion prevention, and you see now this has been created for you. And now if I go back to my client machine and I try to execute this file, which you saw that we were able to execute it 2 times, the Windows cannot access the specified device or path or file because it is not allowed anymore. So you have seen how we have created an attack, how EDR Optimum has blocked it, how that got reported, kill chain process got triggered, then how did we create a task and the policy to not allow further these files to be executed on anywhere in your network. That this is all helped you to use Kaspersky EDR Optimum in a better way.
Thank you so much for watching this walkthrough. Please use the comment section below to let me know if this solves your problem or this is what you were looking for, and to discuss more about any of the technologies which I'm talking about. Thank you and stay blessed.